Right guys, we've come back a bit early. I did say half an hour. Mind you, you're not going to realise because I'm going to post 2 videos together. So it might just look like I was here all along, but I wasn't. Right. Oh, great song. Can you hear that? Like I said, if anyone wants my playlist, just drop me a PM or comment on the group and I'll send it you. All right. That's it. Providing a service there. Oh yeah. Right, I've come back a bit earlier, like I said. Because it's going to take 10 minutes to do the rice. I already put the veg on earlier. Because veg, it only takes 10 minutes. Yeah, once it's boiling water or simmering, it only takes about 10 minutes. I like to do it a bit longer with carrots because they're a bit hard after that, 15, 20 at least. But I started it when I did the chicken. It's not a problem. It's fine. Just get them on whatever you cook. If you're doing veg, get it on straight away. All right, straight away, and then you can just forget about that. Veg is the most easiest thing to cook. Frozen veg, nothing wrong with that. Yeah, frozen veg, perfectly fine. Whip it in there, boiling in the pan, boiling water, and get it going. You don't have to use salt in water. Some people do, but you don't have to. I've got plenty of seasoning on the chicken, and you might not believe it, but I've got some body fat going on. Well, actually, maybe you can see. Yeah, so I want to get rid of that. So I'm quite down on salt. Yeah, so I'm trying to get high on protein. I might do some nutrition videos soon as well, maybe. Yeah, because I'm obviously, a lot of you know that I'm into some gym, fitness and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll see how we go with that. Yeah, just early days yet, so we're just testing the water. Okay, you might get sick of me soon, so I might be doing anything. So you'll have to tell me. Yeah, and also if you want to see videos, if you've got some ideas, drop me a message. It's all good. We're all friends here. Just give me a shout if you want to see anything. I might get Mike involved, my friend from Paper Round Days. You know who you are, Mike. We did a few things when we were younger. Found some videos the other day that was very funny. We were pretending to fall in the River Trent and doing some camera tricks, so it looks like we've disappeared and messing around on bikes, that sort of thing. So we might post them later. I don't know. I'll have to have a chat with Mike. Yeah, if you're there, we'll have a chat later about it. Yeah, so we might get some of that on that. So yeah, content. Let me know. Yeah. Anyway, we've got 10 minutes, so we need to get this rice on. All right. I've done enough carrots for 4 days. I've got 4 chicken, 4 lots of carrots. Turns out greedy you are. So means I don't have to cook for 4 days. And guess what? Then it's payday. Yeah. So we don't need to worry about eating. Yeah, so like I told you before, we're on a bit of a budget this week. Well, it is Sunday, isn't it? So new week next week, 4 days worth. Also, I might need to worry about Thursday. But sorry, it's payday. See how much we get paid. I might have to take away. But I am watching my weight, like I said. Right, carrots on. So right, perfect rice. Standard size mug. Well, any mug really, but a decent size one. And depending on how much rice you want, you might have to add more. So. Let's find the rice. Great song in the background, can you hear it? Always on my mind. Really good playlist at the minute, I think. It's brilliant. My car journeys have got better. Anyway, rice. Plenty of rice. Basmati, or basmati, however you want to say it. It's not the cheap one. Used to get Tesco's own. This is... forgotten the brand of it now, but get a decent brand one. It does make a bit of a difference, believe it or not. Venga Boys. Ibiza, can you hear it? Anyway, yeah, if you want that playlist, give me a shout. So with the rice, yeah, don't get a cheap brand, unless you're on a budget, of course. So I've got nothing against that, but it just tastes a bit better if you can afford it. And I bought enough when I could afford it, so it'll last me a while. Yeah, so perfect rice. This is how you do it. Boil the kettle. Make sure I've just boiled it. Add a bit more water there. You want to fill a mug up, so I'm going to do enough for, because it's rice, I'm only going to do enough for probably 2 days. No, I'm going to cook it. Some people are a bit funny about reheating rice. I don't have a problem with it. I would have done 2 days, but I've got a fairly small pan because it needs a lid the way I'm going to do it, and I haven't got a lid for the bigger pan, unfortunately. Don't ask why, I have no idea. So, mug of rice, so just do it for today. So a mug of rice, well, just below the line, yeah? It doesn't matter where you fill it up to, I'm going to show you in a minute. So you whip that in there. Yeah. So when the kettle's boiled, we're going to, whatever you put in the mug, yeah, you do, the ratio of water is 2 to 1. So you've got 1 mug of rice, 2 boiling water in the pan. Perfect thing. So if you do 2 mugs, yeah, so it's 2 per 1. So how many is that? Yeah, you can work it out, work the maths out. So just 1 rice to 2 water. So 2 would be 4 and obviously so on. Yeah? Alright. So if you've got a family, you can work it out. But you can even do it in a bowl if you wanted to, as long as the ratio is the same as what you fill it up. Yeah? If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So I've got my lid ready, because you'll need this in a minute. Okay? Like I said, tidy up as we go, so we're going to put that away. Alright? Oh dear, really need to chuck these wine bottles away. They've been here for ages. I don't like going to the glass bin because I've usually got no shoes on and I can't bother to put them on. I've got to remember when I go out next time to take them. So, not using a frying pan today. I've not washed it yet, so that's handy. It's soaking because I didn't wash it up from yesterday, so from our last video. So I've just soaked it and washed it up. It's one of them easy things, wash it frying pans. B&M do a cheaper version than Tefal. This is that Tefal. It looks like marble. It's easy to. Yeah, nothing sticks to it. It's easy to wipe. You can use it without oil if you want. But if you're on a bit of a budget, then B&M, I know I've slated B&M before, but this is good at the minute, but I've only used it a few times, so we'll see how long it lasts. Things don't seem to stick to it, yeah, so I have soaked it, but you know, I might not need it to do that, but I've got no room in the washing up bowl, so just make it easier later. So yeah, kettle's boiled, so we filled it up just below the line, well, just before the top. So we've done 1 rice, so we're going to do 2 of these, all right? And don't hold it when you pour it because it's boiling water. Yeah, I don't have to tell you, that could hurt if you're doing this. I used to fill a water bottle up for my ex, in fact, all my exes. Yeah, because I'm a nice guy. Yeah, you know who you are, one of them. Not on the group yet, but we'll see. Yeah, when I used to fill up the water bottle because they were in pain, I used to hold it, pour it in, and I used to get water on my hands. I used to put a tea towel around my hand, but instead of doing that, just put it on the surface and fill it up. Oh, I can hear that, another good tune. They're all good tunes, so I did the playlist. I'm not going to put rubbish ones on them. Right, so, no trains tonight, because obviously we're late, so it's a bit quieter. Might get a big one later. But, yeah, you saw it, you know what train looks like before, so there you go. So, 1 in there. Yeah, we're going to do another 1. Now, I will tell you something in a minute, a nice fact when you're cooking. Right, so 1 to 2 water. I'm going to put the lid on, that's very important because it's the steam that's going to do this. You don't even need to stir it or anything with this. Get the flame on. Flame on sounds like X-Men. Yeah. Like flame, yeah, you know what I mean. So there you go. Simmer it, it's already boiling, so, well, the kettle was boiled, so you don't need a high heat to get it going. It'll just simmer. So lid on, and then what you're going to do is as soon as it starts bubbling, because obviously you put it into a cold pan, so when it's boiled in the kettle, you put it into a cold pan, so it's not going to be quite a boiling point yet. So it's just going to heat up a little bit more. When it starts bubbling, it's going to take 10 minutes, right? 2 to 1 ratio of rice and water, 10 minutes with the lid on. That's very important. If you find out that it's bubbling like crazy, you can just take the lid off a little bit at an angle, yeah, so it's just, so you've still got steam going in but it's not going everywhere, so that's perfectly fine. 10 minutes and it'll be nice and fluffy at the end. Yeah, it won't be any hard bits or anything, because I've had that before where someone's not cooked rice properly, it's been hard because it's not cooked properly. But like I say, you don't even need to stir it, don't even put oil in it or nothing. You can put salt in if you want because rice is a bit bland, but I'll do it after if I want. I'm not fussed at the minute. So yeah, so pan on. I'm going to turn the carrots down. They'll be ready when the chicken's finished. 2 minutes on that. Yeah. So 2 minutes for the chicken. So I'm going to change the timer to 10 minutes, so I know there. But you'll know when the rice is done anyway, because the water will all evaporate. When there's no water left, that's when it's done. And that's the thing, you don't have to drain it, you don't have to put it into a colander, a sieve, anything like that. It's all done. It's all done. As soon as it's finished, you can literally just put it on the plate. Yeah, saves on washing up again. A little trick for you again. Good to you today, aren't I? Again, full of them. Right, stick the old kettle back. All right, yeah. Tidy up as we go. Remember, I told you. The little tip: fridge. Make sure. Remember, if you go in the fridge, why is it? Yeah, you shut it straight away. Saves on electric, and it won't stay cool. But I've not used the fridge today. Oh, use the freezer though. But I've shut that straight away. Yeah, save on electric. So yeah, the rice is going nicely. You can turn that down a bit. Yeah, we've washed up as I said. Yeah, they're all on the side, ready to be put away soon. I can use the plate from yesterday. That's all good. We're not waiting, creating more washing up. Obviously, you do what you want, but it's more about the cooking. But just a little tip. So yeah, we've only put water in. Not bother washing it. Just going to rinse it and put it back. In fact, it's only water, so just put it on the side. Yeah, done. It's all about making life easier, especially for them working hard people. I know I'm going to get probably a few comments on that. Yeah, you know who you are. Right, so that's going good. Oh yeah, I've changed it to 10 minutes, yeah? Well, Pink's playing now on Spotify. I can hear it. Probably can't. Right, 10 minutes. There you go. So chicken's going to be ready in about a minute, so we'll get that out. I had no foil. Normally I'd put tin foil underneath, because with all that seasoning, the brown sugar, it's going to be a nightmare to clean. So I'll have to soak it straight away. It's going to be mental. But we're not panicking on it. Yeah? So we'll just soak it straight away, washing up liquid, boiling water. It should be easy to clean tomorrow. Yeah. And if you use them abrasive, what are they? Like these, yeah, what bit like wire wool. If you get some of them, they're so much easier, yeah, to wash pans with when it's got stuff on that won't come off. These are much easier than your normal ones. Just come straight off, dead easy. Yeah. So a little tip. So yeah, we're all good. So we'll get the chicken out. We might leave it in the oven. I shouldn't, but I'll turn the heat off. So it's going to be hot in there, so it's still going to be cooking. But because I was waffling, I've still got 9 minutes for the rice. Yeah, and the chicken's going to be done in a minute, so I want to keep it warm. Or you can warm it up in the microwave if you want. Right. See, look at this. We're bubbling a bit. All right. Yeah. Can you see that? Yeah, there you go. It's bubbling over. So just do that. Yeah. So the steam escapes, and the steam's still going in the pan because you've not completely taken it off, and it will carry on cooking. So just wait till the rice, the water's evaporated. All right. And then it's done. So we're nearly there, guys. Nearly there. Yeah. So showing you how to cook the rice. So that's going to be nice and fluffy. I'll show you that in a minute. Yeah, we've got the carrots done. They'll be done anyway. We'll start dishing up soon, and then hopefully we can time it right so the rice is done. We'll just take it slow when we dish up, because the rice has still got a while to go. Because I was waffling and then put it on early enough, but it's fine. It's not a problem. Just want to help you lot out there. So yeah, this will be cooked for 4 days, so I'm just going to put them in containers, put them in the fridge. Best thing to do if you ever cook in advance, don't put it straight in the fridge when it's hot. Put it to room temperature first, or just leave it on the side for a bit to cool down and then put it in there. Okay. Little tip. Food hygiene. Yeah. Some people say put it straight away, so it it's I don't know what the theory is behind that, putting it straight away. It's something to do with cold to hot, straight, or hot to cold, like instantly, so it doesn't get. I think if you leave it on the side, obviously you've got a problem with bacteria and stuff like that. But I prefer to put it to room temperature. I read somewhere ages ago that was the best way of doing it, but like I said, if you leave it on the side for too long, then you've got bacteria and they can get into it, and obviously that could give you food poisoning. But like I said, rice, I've done enough just for today, so I'll cook some more fluffy rice tomorrow. But everything else is cooked, so I don't have to cook for 10 minutes. Yeah, another good song coming on. Like I said, if you want that link for the Spotify playlist, give me a shout. All right. We'll see how this chicken's looking, see what it smells like. I'm still a bit worried about that oil, but hold tight. All right. Smells alright actually. We've got steam up glasses, don't know if you can see that. Yeah, that means it's cooking nice. Got to find, we'll get it out, I think. It's looking good at the minute. Like I said, you can check it with a knife in the thickest part and make sure no blood comes out, and it comes out clean. That's what you want. Yeah, a bit like bacon. We could do some of them soon. I could do cakes. Some of you know, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Just another idea. Anyway, yeah, turn the oven straight off, because obviously your oven. Another thing, your oven and things like microwave, your washing machine and kettle are the most expensive things in the house to run. Yeah. So the oven, can go up a few kilowatts. So turn it off straight away if you don't need it. All right. Some people like to put the oven on, preheat it, leave it for ages. So only do it when you're ready to cook. All right. Yeah, little another tip, saving money there. All right. Right, we'll shove that on the side there. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Look at that. All the juices are at the bottom. Yeah, that's looking nice. That is looking good, mate. And it looks all moist as well. That's perfect. Now, you don't have to put a knife in. If you're experienced in cooking meat, you can just have a fill there in the thickest part. Oh, rice is bubbling over, guys. We'll just get the lid up a bit more because it's fell down. Yeah, it's looking good. What was I going to say? Yeah, you can just have a feel on the chicken, same with any meat, and you get used to, when it's cooked, the feel of it. Yeah. So yeah. What I was going to say, a little tip when you're boiling things is anything that comes up from the ground, that's growing up from the ground, like potatoes, things like that. What you should do is don't boil the kettle first. Just put cold water in the pan with the potatoes or whatever grows up from the ground. Frozen veg, it doesn't matter. It's frozen, it doesn't matter. Just do it how you want. Bit of Vamps, Cecilia, Spotify. I don't know if you can hear that. I'm going to sound stupid if you can't. Yeah, anything that grows up from the ground, okay, you put cold water in and let it boil, come up to boil, yeah, and then simmer it. You don't just put boiling water straight into it. I'm not going to explain why, because I've forgotten. Yeah, I've forgotten, but just Google it. Yeah, I've forgotten the reason, but that's what you should do. I know a lot of you might just put boiling water in, which is fine, but there's a reason why I do it. So if you're bothered, look it up. Or I might find out later and post it, I don't know. Depends if I can remember, what I'm like. Right, the rice is nearly done, so chicken's out. I was going to leave it in the oven, but the pan's going to be warm enough anyway. The tray, so I'm going to leave it in there. And remember, when you're doing chicken, or anything where juices are going to come out, don't use a chalet baking tray. So when it comes out, like when you do oven chips, it'll just pour over the side. Yeah. But probably teaching you to suck eggs, you probably know that. Getting a bit of a sore throat again. I don't know if you can hear. Oh, it's one thing after another, isn't it? So a bit of a break from the gym, I think, till my arm gets better. It's annoying. We'll get through it, don't worry. We'll always get through it. So how long we've got for the rice? 3 minutes, guys, 3 minutes. God, I've been talking for that long. Bloody hell. No, I could talk that long. How's the gums looking? They're going to go down, aren't they? From right at the gym. Look at that. Look at them triceps. How big they are. Oh well, never mind. We'll get back to it. Right, we'll get a plate out, shall we? We'll start dishing up, so then by the time I've done that, the rice should be ready. And like I said, No colander needed, sieve, nothing. So all the water's going to evaporate the steam. Yeah, you can literally scoop it, put it straight on the plate. Looks like a lot of rice, so I might keep that for half it tomorrow. Because I don't tend to eat a lot of rice, carbs, and it gets a bit stodgy. And I can't generally eat a lot of rice. So I think there's plenty there for tomorrow as well. So like I say, if you don't eat a lot of rice, you could do half a cup. Just remember 2 halves. So you could even do half a cup of rice in a full water. So that's like 2 halves. Yeah. So then you don't have to do the old pouring again. Right, we're getting our plate out. Oh yeah, we're going to use the one that we washed up earlier. So I was like, this Blue Peter, here's one I made earlier. Yeah. Instead, I think next video is going to be different content. We don't want too many cooking. We did say it was going to be anything, so don't want it just all cookery. Might be a bit boring for some people. Might get bored of me soon. Anyway, right. So chicken we'll leave in there till and we'll just take one out for tonight. Then we'll leave them in. When I finish my dinner later, I'll put it in containers and then stick it in the fridge. It's cooled down already. So yeah. Bit of steam on the windows, so we want to open that because otherwise you get condensation and you can get damp. Don't want that. Right. Slotted spoon, yeah. So you don't have to put the carrots into a colander. More washing up. Just use, well, it's not more washing up. It's just more awkward, I think. So just use a spoon with slots in it, and the water will drip through when you put it on the plate. Yeah. See how the rice is doing. Make sure all the water's evaporated. That is looking good, mate. Still a tiny bit of water in there, just a little bit, so I'm just going to leave it. Oops. That's fine. 5 second rule, it's only me that's eating it. Right, just leave that on until water evaporates. So I'm going to try and use a spoon for the chicken, yeah, because I don't want to I want to save on washing. Right, there you go. Look at that, perfect. The juices can fall down there. Yeah. There you go. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Look at the colour on that. All them black bits. That's the brown sugar. Yeah. Like I said, so we'll see how we go with the nut oil that I said earlier. It's going to be a bit knotty, but it might work. You never know. Yeah, that beat, that's 10 minutes. That means the rice should be done. But as I said, it needs a bit more, so we'll put the carrots on first. So again, you can use this so the water drips out. Turn the hob off. Bring the plate, no, leave the plate there. So we're going to take the water out there. So we're going to keep some in because we want to keep that for the next few days. I think I'm only going to get probably 2 days out, so we might have to, Wednesday, Thursday, we might have to cook some more, but well, that's fine. As long as the chicken's done, because that takes the longest. It'll save me some time. And that's the carrots on there. So the Jamaican version is rice, chicken and pea. Bailey's version, chicken, rice and carrots. Yeah, nothing wrong with carrots. Right. Just make sure they're soft, because unless you like it hard, I'm talking about carrots. Yeah, nothing else. No dirty-minded people. But no, I don't. I think a lot of people I know don't like hard veg. So just cook it for as long as you want until it's soft. But more than 15, anything less than 15 minutes is going to be a bit harder thing for carrots. So that's done. So I think the rice should be done now. Yeah, I think there's still a bit of water in there. Making a right mess here now. Right, I'm going to leave the carrots in the water as well, and then when I'm ready to save it for next week, I will, because it's Monday tomorrow, I'll put it in containers, dish up the same way with a spoon, waste washing up, or save on washing up. So I'm talking a bit funny today, it's painkillers. Well, excuse the language on that song, it's a bit of Plan B. Yeah, Steve got me into that. Yeah, liking his songs, but can be a bit of swearing in it. Yeah. So, sorry about that if you can hear it and you're a bit offended, sorry. I'll make sure next time I won't play. It's a good song. Like a bit of Plan B now. Right, I think the rice is done. Yeah, so lid off, I'm going to put it straight in the washing up bowl. Already got soapy water in so I can wash that later, or just rinse it later because it'll be soaked. I'm not going to worry now because I want to eat. I'm starving. Yeah. So I'm going to show you the fluffy rice. Look at that. All the water's evaporated. So you don't even need to put it into a colander. Right? And it's nice and fluffy. It works every time. Remember that ratio, 2 to 1. So you can do half, but make sure it's just 2 of those of water. Yeah. Boiling, lid on, 10 minutes, job done. Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of rice here, so I'm just going to look at how fluffy that is. You can see it. It's not stuck to the pan or anything. Remember that. So I don't like a lot of rice, so that will say, in fact, that might be enough for 4 days. But like I said, with rice, some people are a bit funny about reheating it, but I've never had a problem as long as you do it thoroughly. Yeah, don't half warm it up, and if it's lukewarm, you need to cook it more. But like I said, you can put the lid on it if you want, you know, because I'm going to come back later and put it in containers, so you can put the lid on so bacteria can't get at it. But I think we'll be all right. Yeah, it doesn't take me long to eat. I'm starving, so that's it. Plenty of rice left. Look at that. That's going to last at least a couple of days. So there you go. We're done. Look at that. If you want, you could put, some dressing on it, some oil around it, salt on the rice if you want, or if you want a bit of gravy with your rice and chicken, your chicken and carrots, you can do that, whatever you want. Or mayonnaise. I know some people like a lot of mayonnaise. I know I've got a few Polish friends that likes a lot of mayonnaise on everything, but mayonnaise and rice is good, really nice. It's good with the chicken as well. But I've not got any, so the carrots might be a bit dry, but we'll be fine. The chicken's more going to make up for it, more than make up for it, because it's nice and juicy. So that's it. We're done. Look at that. I'll show you that. That's it. That's for next week. Can't see what that's the kettle, obviously. Can't get it in the right position. Why can't I get this in the right position? There you go. You can sort of see it. Now, hopefully you got that. I'm terrible at doing that when I can't see. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Perfect. Look at that. Gorgeous. Yeah, I'm going to enjoy that. So I'm going to eat it before it gets cold, right? So, I hope you enjoyed today. A few tips, all right? Cooked some nice food today. Bit of a joke. Tips. We cope well with the arm. I might have to put the sling up back on later, or we'll just use some cushions. So tonight's going to be a problem, but hopefully I'll sleep all right. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'll post them up online soon, but what's the point in saying that, because you're going to see it online straight away. But yeah, we'll be back soon with more content. So whatever, if you want to see some different content or whatever, just let me know. Give me a shout. If you want the Spotify link, send me that as well. At this rate, we could even do a YouTube channel. I might get them on Twitter as well, Insta, maybe. Getting down with the kids at the minute. All right. So yeah, I'm going to go in, listen to some more music. I might put TV on in a bit. We'll see. But yeah, have a good night, guys, and I will see you soon. Okay, hold tight.